Yo, warriors. Oh, I can actually get that, and I don't think I have it now. But we gotta start here again. We got to the boss a few times, but we never beat him, and I never really figured him out, I think. And I panic controlled the character into his own death for sure. Mostly every time. Yeah. So I can't say this time will be better. I will try to. Yeah, we need to get back to the checkpoint. That was not it. I kind of want to get through these levels a little quicker, so I'll be messing up a little bit, but I'm tired of waiting, even though it takes longer probably. Maybe it saves time. Okay, that's probably not smart. I just figured that's not smart. I'm not gonna try to speedrun this. And I couldn't. I'm actually so impressed with speedrunners. I don't know, like, I get that, like, having some sort of frustration tolerance and trying things again, but some, I don't know, they're so good at it. That was cool, unintentionally. Oh, I didn't kill it. I thought I killed it. I was sure. Oh, so cool. Not cool. I'm on a boat. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Copyright strikes. To be honest, I'm not sure. Like, this is the first game I'm recording and talking while doing it. And I'm not sure this is a good game for it. Or for me, because I definitely lose concentration when I talk. And this game, I don't know, concentration kind of helps a little bit, I think. Never figured this guy out. And also it's somewhat repetitive. So you don't get a lot of input, basically, like playing a story-based game or whatever. Or an easier game where you progress kind of quickly through the levels. Maybe I'll try that at some point. But I guess Let's Plays are sort of, I don't know, very oversaturated market anyway. So, but I did realize that it's just fun for me. I usually, when I play, kind of don't play games, honestly, when I'm alone. It's in a way too boring. So just recording it makes it more entertaining for me. So that's a benefit I wasn't even thinking about. It's not that I never play games alone. I do, or I did, but it's quite some time ago, honestly. And it's very distinct phases where I play through games. Actually, I didn't play games for a long time. And then the first games were the kind of games I usually did not like, which were not horror games, but somewhat spooky games like Prey or Metro Exodus, which I honestly kind of was too scared playing alone. I'm not scared by horror movies at all, but games are kind of scary. But being scared was exactly the thing that made them grab my attention when I wasn't playing games and started again. And these kind of games were the first I did like again. Because they were like, I don't know, your senses are quite heightened, so it grabs your attention more. I'm not sure I like the full-on horror games, but like Prey and Metro Exodus I really did like. Although I often I just collect stuff and don't use stuff. I'm that sort of person where I scour the levels and gather all this stuff, and then it's probably not hard enough, not quite hard enough for me to use this stuff. So I end up managing inventory all the time, and it's something I hate, and I always start doing. Also playing Skyrim. I don't know about you, but it's the same thing. And I collect stuff and I sell it and I get money, and I don't need the money, and I'm just bothered by it, but I sort of can't stop. Yeah, so games like Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind are always hard for me to finish, because at some point I'm too annoyed. And it's honestly with most open world games. Like Fallout was the same thing, Fallout 4 I think, where I sort of hated the game in the end. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what the best game I ever played was. And sometimes, you know, I also like turn-based games sometimes. Although I'm not good at them. I'm not good at tactics, basically. And I'm not good at sort of figuring out the right skill combinations. It's just, I don't have patience for that. I don't like it. Very much a passive skill guy. Give me like 1 or 2 active skills, like here, basically. And then give me passive upgrades, because I don't like to have 30 skills and choose specializations and have like fireball, ice ball, and whatever ball, baseball. But maybe this would also be something that would be more entertaining to myself when recording it. That's probably why people don't like Let's Plays. Or like most Let's Plays, because it's sort of for the person recording it more than for the person recording it. It has somewhat more benefit than to the viewer in some way. I guess it's low effort compared to a lot of other stuff. I mean, that is reflected in the views, so I think like these videos are basically viewed by nobody. I keep doing them because I just like it. I think I just have to detach myself from the result and wanting to entertain or whatever, and maybe the doing it for myself part is actually what makes it better for myself and for other people. But it is funny to me that the weirdest short videos I do on YouTube, which take no effort at all, it's literally like my first thought, and just typing the text, like the caption, is by far the most work, I think. And people actually view that, and I wonder why, to be honest. They are like so cringy to me. It really hurts me how cringe they are, and how bad some of them are. Like, some of them are probably like somewhat decent, but yeah. And like making these more normal videos take a lot more effort, and nobody's viewing it, which is fine, I guess. I do like the challenge, and I'm not my goal isn't to, I don't know, like to be like a let's play or anything. It's just I think if you're like overthinking things all the time, like I do, I think there are two ways to learn, and one is like theoretical and overthinking things, and it's useful sometimes, but the other way to learn is to just do, and to be okay with it being bad, and just do, basically. And I tend to do the first thing, but it's really not good for me, because I do know what I like or what I think is good, but I never have the patience to do it, or the skills sometimes. So I think my ship is leaving. So I never have the skills or the patience to really do it, and it took me the longest time to figure this out, that just because it sounds stupid, but just because I think something or have an idea or know how it should look or what I like, and be very precise about it in a way, or what I dislike, it's a totally different thing to actually do it. And this seems to be like a normal knowledge for a lot of people, but something I never figured out, that I cannot make myself be motivated just because I want to. It's something that is inherent in the thing. The thing has to be something I like doing somewhat, or else it just does not work. And that took me a long time to figure out. And there's still a place for like perfectionism in a way, or like being very thorough with things, but yeah, it's just not the way I progress in life, I think. So yeah, if you're like that, I definitely recommend just doing it. If you're the overthinker, it's very freeing in a way. So yeah, come out of your shell. I think for me it was most notable when programming. I like when you program stuff, it's quite complex in a way, and there's no right solution. It's just trade-offs basically, and you have to accept that, and you cannot solve every scenario in your head that comes up in the future right now. That's actually a bad practice. And I always got stuck again and again, and sort of froze into place because they wanted to move into too many directions. I'm sure that's familiar to a lot of you, or some of you at least. And they are also just doing the thing and just learning what you need now, for the most part. It's a really good solution. Yeah, but I mean, if you are like that, like me in a way, you know that it's somewhat of an inherent drive to do things right or to worry about the outcome more than it's probably good. Oh. Okay, this time I don't know, like this is maybe I have to be quick and just get there and kill the first one before it spits its pearl. But I do think I just went through it at some point and it worked well. But I'm not sure what I did. And being like killing them before they eject their pearl, it's not that easy, at least not for me. But I will try. Oh. Yeah, coming back to the I don't know how people are basically, which is if you know me, is definitely my favorite topic to talk about. Probably that's the interest that's stuck around all my life and comes back again and again. I think it's so fascinating how different people are. Just different, and we're not all the same, like in some way, sure, but we are really not. It's a good thing. Some people just like doing things the way they have always been done, and some people always want to change things, and it's really different. And it's very much, I think, when it comes to nature versus nurture, it's a lot of nature in it, more than you would think. And I don't know, if you're a little older, I think you notice that some problems pretty persistent in your life, or some ways you are, it's just very persistent. And you can change in a way, but I think imagining a whole new person and trying to be that, it's just a bit of a waste of time, and it's sort of self-hating in some way. And I think it's better to see who you are and what's good about you, what you like, what you want, and what you feel, and go that way a little more. And also the difference between, like, I don't know, other people's expectations of you and what you want. And a lot of people, and it's me including for sure, don't know what they want. And I think there's often like a feeling what you, at least you know what you don't want sometimes. Like you just hate it, or you just get emotional, or there's some sort of adversity within you. And I think that's a good indicator what's good for you. Sure, sometimes you have to do what you don't want, but I think it's fighting windmills in a way, or doing that too much. Swallow managed. Oh, I think we got there. It's so much nice. It's basically sailing against the wind, going against your nature. And if you're younger, it's probably harder to know what your nature is, but at some point, you will know more about it, I think. And even going like a path that does not work, that is your path, I think feels a lot better than see, that was a path that I liked it, you know, it was my it was my path. It feels a lot better than just, I don't know, doing what people want you to do, or what you think people want you to do. That's more like it, I think. Okay, I'm gonna make a break here, but I will continue playing and just make a cut for the video here. So see you then. Subscribe if you like playing along with me, basically. See you then.